iRacing is like a whole nother level. Here's how I've been thinking about it, actually. This is a good thing to talk about. I've been thinking iRacing is like Counter-Strike. It's like bare bones, pure skill, dude. Like, if you look at Counter-Strike, the way that people train for that game, they practice, they learn the recoil, they learn peak spots, they learn where the pre-aim spots are. They literally, it is such a true, like, skill game. So that's where I kind of even have been looking at iRacing, is they have a license system where you have to be a certain amount of safety. You can't go off the track, which some of that is not the best because there are certain elements where you should go off the track or it's okay to. It's within the rules, but it just gives you an incident because that's how they measure it, whatever. But you can't hit other cars. It gives you penalty points for it. And then you also need to push skill. So it's like you have to be within the rule set. You have to follow the rules, pay attention, kind of self-guide yourself, play fair, and then push as hard as you can to do as well as you can with real physics. There's, the wind. You got to worry about staying in somebody's slipstream. You got to deal with clouds coming over, cooling the track down, temperatures, whatever it is. It's a very, very complex game, but it's a lot of raw inputs, and especially starting at such a slow pace, you work your way up through it. So, like, I've got up to Class D. I'm actually 4.5 on it, so I should be in Class C, but I realized last night that I haven't been doing Class D races. I've been doing rookie races, so I've been going a lot slower, although I have been pushing the Formula 1600 cars, which are very fast. It doesn't even feel like rookie to me. But it's cool to see, like, those games it's kind of more raw, pure driving. So there's no, like, you can look over you can use a rear camera, and look around. At least, I don't think there is. Not that I've seen. There's no, like, third-person view camera either. This is like you're in the cockpit of a car. You got to use your mirrors. There are a couple things there's like a virtual mirror and things, So there is that aspect to it. But there's no racing line. There's no, like, extra assist that you wouldn't get in real life. Now, it's, of course, still not real life, but it is closer to that. And that's why it's such a cool competition to me. And obviously, I haven't explored all the racing games, but this has been the most competitive, the coolest one that I've seen so far. iRacing versus real racing. There's still the disconnect. You still get the real life. You have to deal with all the other pressure. You got to deal with the actual risk of the situation, which maybe you could argue is even like paintball to whatever, but I still see as a pretty, it is completely honest. You got to deal with all the physics, the G-forces that you're having to feel. Like, that is a whole nother of insanity that I would respect more than even seeing, iRacing. But that being said, iRacing is still, in even any other competitive racing, Gran Turismo, some people mentioning, yeah, there's a lot of good competitions that are out there, even Assetto Corsa, Competizione, whatever, that are super cool and respectable to me because it is such a difficult task. There is no assist. And then you're pushing things at the same level too, where you're going into qualifying and everybody's going in with the same car, clear track, stuff that you don't even have to necessarily, but it is a pure test of that driver's ability. And this is what's been really interesting too. I didn't even know about this. I've been learning more about Max Verstappen. This dude is a iRacing nut. He is one of the best racers, pro sim racers in the world. And I mean, obviously hearing about it is like, oh yeah, of course he is. But I guess not all of the drivers do that. But like, even this dude wins a race. 2 hours later, he's at home on his rig or wherever, in his trailer, whatever it is. He's got a whole setup. He goes and he's doing some iRacing, already competing he's already doing other competitions. He had the trophy from his race next to him while he's doing an iRacing event online.